Hi friends, Fabi Giordani from FabiGiordani.com, and welcome to Happily Empowered Woman. Today I wanted to share with you a few tips on how you can start leaning into your goals and leaning into the projects that you may have to fulfill that dream life that you want to live. Dr. Martin Luther King once said that you take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase, you just take the first step. And that is very true. Oftentimes we become fearful because we have a big project, we have something that we want to accomplish, and we start analyzing it and overanalyzing it to the point where we experience paralysis by analysis. And I do have a few tips on how you can start letting go of that fear and start leaning into these projects, leaning into your goals, so you can start fulfilling your dreams and fulfilling that bigger vision that you have for your life. The first thing you want to do is experience the fear and take action anyways. We often feel fear on random things, anything in life. And imagine if all the time that you felt fear towards something, you didn't do it, where would you be? There's a lot of things you've done in your life as a child, as a teenager, as an adult, that you were fearful of, and the outcome turned out to be something completely different than what you thought it would be. So it is important for you to realize that no matter how fearful you are towards that goal that you have, that bigger vision you have for your life, you know that no matter what God gives you, He won't let you fall. You know, if you fall, He's going to help you get back up, as long as you want to get back up. He can't want to get back up for you. He will help you, but you have to take that step. You have to take that action. The next key point that I want to share is to scale down your fear. What is it you're fearful about, and how are you going to address that head on? Our goals are big. We want to dream big. We want to have big goals. We want to have a bigger vision for our lives, and that's very important because you don't want to think big and, thinking big and having small visions will give you a small life. You want to have that big, fulfilling, abundant, prosperous life that you've always dreamed of. But along the way, you want to take small steps because you don't want to have something, you're looking at something so big that it scares you to the point where like, well, I can't do it, and you just quit. So start taking those small steps. Break down your goals, chunk them down so that you can see there are things that you can do right now in the state that you are. Remember that God gives you a dream and He will give you those resources. But He has to see you taking that step. He has to see you taking that action towards fulfilling those. The next one is, my last tip, is to be willing to put it all on the line for your dream. What are you willing to sacrifice? What are the things that you're willing to cut out of your life so that you can fulfill that dream? If you want to start a business and you want to go ahead and you have to start saving money towards your projects, what do you have to do? Are you willing to go ahead and do that? Are you willing to stop going out for a little bit so you can spend more time on your projects? If you want to spend time with your family, are you willing to cut back on some of your work hours that may not be necessary, that you're taking on extra projects so you can be with your family? There are several things that you can do to accomplish those dreams. And again, it starts by taking that first step. It starts by taking small steps towards your goal. Before I leave you, I do want to give you a few questions that I really believe that you should ponder on that will actually help you propel and see the vision that you have for your life in a different way. Because you may write down your goals, you may have a list of things that you'd love to do, but what is it that you can look at and outline and see, okay, well, I said I was afraid of this, but I'm sure it's not going to happen, so let's go ahead and take that action anyway. The first one is, what do you really want? You have to decide what you want, write it down, and why do you want it? Your why is very important. It is a key to your success. It is a key component to your success because it will push you and propel you saying, okay, I know I have this dream, I know I have this goal I want to accomplish, and this is why I want to do it, and I'm going to keep going until I receive that end result. The next thing is, how do you define success? Because success to me and success to you might be different. You want to give yourself, write down your own definition of success. That's very important. And write down what is holding you back, whether it's an environment issue, whether it's a mindset issue, whether it's finances that you believe, whatever you believe that's holding you back, and be very honest with yourself. Don't just pinpoint it on something else and not focus on your internal, because there are things that in your mind that you're thinking to yourself, I can't do this, I can't do that, that are holding you back. And the last one is, why do you want to be successful? Just like, why do you want to have that goal accomplished? So why do you want to be successful? Why do you want that definition of success in your life? And those are very important for you to ask yourself because they will actually help you along the way. So you can see that there are so many things you can do right now. And there are so many resources that are coming your way. There are so many things that you can start doing to fulfill that dream that you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to let fear get in the way. Robert Kennedy once said that only those who dare to fail greatly can achieve greatly. Are you willing to fail greatly so you can achieve? Are you willing to let go of that fear? That remember that failures are lessons. You're only a failure when you stop, when you fail and then you stop. That's when you're a failure, when you quit on yourself. And if you keep going, no matter how many no's you received, how many projects that have not come into fruition, that are not actually active, and you have to start something new, you have to revise it, as long as you're not quitting, then you're not a failure. Human beings are not failures. We just decide to fail and let failures take over, and we don't want that. So you do want to go ahead and start experiencing a better life for yourself, something that you've always dreamed of, and the only way to do that is to take that first step. So today I encourage you to take time out to write down these questions, to answer them, and to start writing down your goals and staying focused and not let fear get in your way. As always, it was a pleasure chatting up with everyone. You can connect with me daily on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. My Facebook is facebook.com/FabbyJordani. I am on Instagram at Happily Empowered Woman. And you can also find me on Twitter at FabbyJordani. And of course, my blog and website, FabbyJordani.com. It was a pleasure chatting with everyone, and have a great day, guys. Bye.